we saw opportunities where management struggle to get employees to perform, and that's when we started developing technology to bridge those difficulties, to try and get that transition. So there's many barriers that employees, that industry has to try and get employees to perform. And so we've developed technology to try and accelerate that process to get higher levels of performance out of employees. So we brought technology in to make it easier. So edutouch is actually there to help industry to become more efficient, more productive, more profitable, and to bring about change in terms of how we get employees to start performing in the workplace. edutouch participated in this competition because we believe we've got an enormous amount of value add to help industries to perform better. Our key focus is to keep costs down. There's many industries out there that cannot afford the high tech type of technologies that is required as we showcased. So we bring in a much lower cost form of getting employees to perform, but as I mentioned in our case study, to get 20,000 people in 4,500 sites to suddenly turn around from substandard workmanship to really high levels of workmanship in a period of 6 months, using technology and getting people to start understanding the importance of their work, to raise skills levels, to get employees to appreciate the importance of their jobs, to give them more value in what they do, and in the process of helping them to learn and to give them a greater insight as to how they can help their company perform. Training people in the language of choice is actually a big step forward for those that couldn't learn. So by getting a whole new technology, we bring in a collaborative component where they start gaining value in and worth in what they do. This is where the transition starts happening, where employees start performing much better. We've created a platform that looks at all the elements of where employees need to perform. So it's a very powerful LMS that enables management to start creating their own content, a very powerful content vault. So management can start developing content, and using what we're trying to do is we're trying to get them to create content at the lowest cost. So we find that instructional video is extremely powerful. Firstly, you've got the narrative, and then we've got the visual reinforcement that helps that narrative be communicated much better and much stronger. So we get industries, try and help industries to be able to enter into the technology environment and to keep costs down. So the platform that we've created helps management to start creating the little micro elements of content with very powerful visual instruction. And in the process, they can just embed this into the LMS that we created, and it automatically creates the navigation systems for employees in the language of choice, so they can access that information very quickly and easily in remote areas as a collective, like in the case of 20,000 employees, getting them to turn around to become much better performers. So in a nutshell, we developed all that content as a company to facilitate and help industries to get their employees to perform more optimally. So we've really created the package from classroom learning to cloud learning, to tablet learning, to PLS learning, and we've created all the platforms that really help employees to get better at what they do, to learn faster, and to, most importantly, why do we train? Is to get that application. And our objective is to keep costs down, to make it a low-cost entry for business.